Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cole Harbour Place for today's Nova Scotia Under-15 major game between the visiting Joneljim Cougars and your hometown, SANY Harbour Rage. At this time, we ask you to please rise if you're able to. Remove your hats, caps, and helmets for the playing of O Canada.
All right, good morning, everybody, as we finish up O Canada here. Welcome inside Scotia 1 here at Cole Harbour Place in Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia, for this High Button Sports Live game here this morning between these two U15 major squads. The visiting Joneljim Cougars sitting with a record of 6-1-0 in third place in the league, and your hometown SANY Harbour Rage still looking for their first W here. My name is Matt Dudelet for High Button Sports. We wait for puck drop now. Starting goaltenders first for the Cougars, number 31, Brighton Hardy. And for the Rage, number 60, Colby O'Shaughnessy. Players to watch in this one here. Top scorers first for the Joneljim Cougars, Tucker St. Clair with 10 goals, 11 assists, 21 points here through 7 games. So going to keep an eye out for him. And the top scorer here for the Rage is number 87, Nate Kidd. He's got 5 goals, 3 assists for 8 points. So 2 players to watch here in this one. We're just about underway now. This puck drop is now 11-10 officially here, as the Cougars are going to take the opening draw. If you're new to the stream, we do have a little bit of a blind spot right underneath us here. So the Rage are going to start with McKnight, McDormand, and Morris, the Triple M line, with Scotland and Olmsted on the back end. Scotland's going to go through the middle to Morris. Morris is going to take that pass on the back end, had it poked off his stick, but now McDormand's going to help out. He's going to get that low. In behind, he's going to take a bump. Go front there. An opportunity. Now it's pushed wide, so the Cougars try and exit. And they will now. So that puck is bounced back through neutral ice and back inside the Cougar zone as McPhee goes back for it. It's going to be turned over by Welsh, but it bounces off his stick. As Gallant had to wait for his team to tag up, and he does now. And the first shot here for the Rage on net off the stick of Gallant. And already a little extra stuff at the end of the whistle. So Gallant, Baldwin, and Welsh are going to be the unit here for the Rage in this one. Tucker St. Clair out there now for the Cougars. Like I said, you got to keep an eye on him. Not the biggest in stature, but putting up big points so far, as he was a member of that Nova Scotia Atlantic Challenge Cup team as well. Now Gallant's going to pick it up. He's going to go cross ice for Welsh. Welsh tells to one-touch that back to Baldwin. Baldwin scored his first major Bantam or U15 major goal in yesterday's game, and it was a beauty on a backdoor feed from Welsh. Now Baldwin's going to pick it up just inside the blue line. Now he's going to get that in deep. Welsh is going to get in there first. He's going to fire that through the crease there, just through the feet. Right now it's going to go down into the right corner. Welsh is going to work around in behind the net now of the Cougars. He centers that. It's going to come out top to McDonald, just out of his reach, and that's going to go back out into center ice. Partner pass for Hillier. Hillier tries to go up the wall. Welsh gets it. But it's poked away from St. Clair. Welsh is just going to get in his lane a little bit there. Take away. You don't want to give him any time and space anywhere near the net. So now the Cougars are going to hold the zone. And behind the net area. Back up to the point. Left point. Shot there. Tipped, and that goes wide. Gallant's going to jump down, but Guinish is going to get there first. Guinish, third in scoring on this Cougars team with 3 goals and 12 assists. So an apple orchard out there, as we like to call them. Sit under his tree and get some goals. Now Dunn's going to fire that first shot. That goes tipped up over the net. O'Shaughnessy had to bat that in behind. They battle for it now. It's going to be a loose puck. Gallant's going to race Berman. Berman gets there first as he activates from the bench. Baldwin now in his own zone. He's going to soft chip that across from McDonald. Back off the wall for Welsh. As Dunn will hold the zone here for the Cougars. Now it'll get out as it goes down through neutral ice. Berman, cross ice. Cougars are in over the zone down the right side. Opportunity shot there, blocker save. O'Shaughnessy. Good rebound control there as he deflects that one up out of play. We'll have our first whistle here. 12:10 left to go in the first. As said, the Rage looking for their first win here, and parents still out here in full support of these youngsters. Now Kidd will step out against St. Clair. St. Clair tries to go forward off the draw. Kidd's going to play with Delory and Chapman-Beliveau. Kidd, opportunity down the left side. He had 2 goals in yesterday's game. He's going to fire that towards Delory there, and a shot point blank at the top of the crease was stopped there by the goaltender. It's now Chapman-Beliveau. He's just going to get there first. He chips it down low. Kidd's going to run into St. Clair. Now he's going to get the puck back in behind. He takes a little bit of a bump. He's going to work below. Coming out with the puck is Chapman-Beliveau on the backhand. He turns the forehand now, looking for his option. Tries to fire it back down low to Kidd, but that's intercepted. Turned over just inside the zone. Now it's going to be picked up here by Liam McLeod. So we got Charlie McLeod and Liam McLeod out here. Not sure if they're related. If I would assume, that would be a yes for me. But I could be wrong and will be, and will continue to be over the year. Now is that shot from the point from McPhee. Big body out there for the Cougars. And now the rebound in front of the net there is O'Shaughnessy. Had a hard time covering up, but it was clear. Good job to collapse in front of the net there from the Rage. As they're just going to swing that back. And that's going to be tipped at the line. So O'Shaughnessy's going to come out to play that as the icing was waved off. Gillis, fourth in scoring on this Cougars team. He's in there on the forecheck. Centers it through the middle, just out of the reach of Laporte. And Laporte was wide open there. They roll through his legs, and now Andrea. He's going to get in there in the corner, and that darn speaker there just blocking that little bit of a view. Back to the point. Shot there. That goes wide. Into the right corner now. O'Coin is going to rim that around the other side. Morris is going to slot down from the wing position. He'll pick that up. Through the middle now. He's got McDormand. McDormand tries to make a move through the middle of the ice. He had that poked off his stick as Gracie's away on the return here for the Cougars. He's going to work low. Fires that through the middle of the ice. It goes through the crease, but doesn't find a stick of anybody now as Olmsted's back there for the Rage. He goes up the wall to McKnight. McKnight had that one bounce off his stick, but he's going to regain. And now that puck's going to be sent the length of the ice as McPhee goes down. Looks like icing's going to be waved off here as Morris is going to head for a change. McPhee tries to one-touch that through the middle. Scotland was there, so he's going to dump that back in behind the Cougars' net. Baldwin back out there now. Welsh as well. That's going to be dumped back in. Guinish is going to go back here for the Cougars. He narrowly dodges a check there, and that's going to come outside the zone. That's going to get by everybody, and it's going to be icing with 9:34 left to go here. Shots on goal, 2-2 here so far in this one. Down to the right we go. I had number 31, but it looks like it's number 30. Now that faceoff's won so cleanly, it's going to exit the zone. McDonald, he's going to go back up the strong side. Nearly turned over. Picked up by Baldwin, just inside now. As Pfeiffer lost that one, centering pass for Welsh, just out of his reach. He's going to get the puck back across the top of the circle. Shot there, tried to get one on net. And that goes wide as Baldwin's now in on the forecheck. Welsh as well. 2 purple jerseys in. Welsh is going to swoop in from behind. He's going to take a bump. Hillier is going to hold the line as he gets that one back in deep. Baldwin in on the forecheck. Centering pass, opportunity out front for Gallant. They bang away at it. And the goaltender smothers it up. Good opportunity there as they just tried to shove it in from a bad angle, and why not? When you're looking for goals and looking to be in the W department, never a bad option. Just to fire that thing in through a bad angle, try and bank it off somebody if you can. In behind their own net. Try and break out on the half wall. Big hit down there from Kidd as that stretch pass finds Hillier's stick, and that'll come outside the zone. It's Kidd now back on the puck. He's a pest out there. Been a big fan of his game so far this year. Hillier, good job to stay at the red line and hold that in. That's going to be sent across, and the Cougars are just going to fire a chip pass in the middle. Gracie, opportunity on the backhand. He fanned on it as that goes wide. Hillier is going to run into his man, right point. Berman, shot there through a crowd. O'Shaughnessy gets a piece of that. The rebound's pushed to the side as McKnight's there. Kidd got a piece of that on the breakout. Delory tries to fire a weak pass through the middle, and that was picked off there. So they're going to be right under us here. Real bad spot as St. Clair comes out with it. St. Clair's going to wheel in. He tries to go inside out. Had that poked off his stick. Now as Gracie gives chase, but Berman's going to get there for the Cougars. And now Gracie's going to take a bump. Chipped up over into the neutral zone. Good safe chip there. No need to ice it, but enough to get yourselves a change as McPhee's back. He's going to set up behind the net. Now he's just going to move it up to his D-man. Now they're going to go up to the right side. So the Cougars look to break out. Gillis chipped that over the stick of McKnight. Gillis still with it. It's going to be a delayed offside. And now it will be blown dead on the offside. 7:34 left to go in the first period. Faceoff's going to come outside the Rage zone. Thank you very much here for tuning in. We have a couple more games on tap on the High Button Sports YouTube channels here this morning. It's once again another busy weekend for us here, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Puck's pushed back in the Cougar zone. Chipped out by Andrea. An opportunity here for Charlie McLeod. He's got LaPointe with him. McLeod down the right side. Shot there. Pad save from O'Shaughnessy. That's a good first, real tough save there from the young netminder in his first year here in the league and for the Rage. Once again, another member of the U14 Team Nova Scotia Atlantic Challenge Cup squad. So now they try and shovel it in from in behind the net on a wraparound as Morris now. He's going to try and exit. He stays with it. Good job to take a check, but stay with the puck. McPhee, partner that across. One touch for LaPointe. LaPointe in for McLeod. McLeod tries to go back to the forehand, had it poked away. Good job to cover up the front of the net there from the Rage as they collapsed in on that scoring zone where a lot of the teams do a lot of their damage against this Rage team. It's now Perry. He's just going to chip that out as he didn't really have much option as McPhee's just going to fire that back in, and Perry's going to have to give chase here. 6:35 left to go in the first period. Perry, breakout pass for Morris. Good option there, and he's just going to take that. Tried to skate it, but Dunn was right there. And he's not done with him yet now as he's going to force him. And a shot there, hits the side of the post and goes off the glass. Now they're just going to rim it in behind. Good pressure here from the Cougars. McDormand now look for his option. Now he's just going to fire that and probably could have carried that up the ice as he had a couple jerseys in the way there, but Morris is going to pick it up here for the Rage. McKnight, opportunity, shot there, rebounds, comes free. Baldwin, shot there, he got the rebound and tried to go low block and just fired that wide. Now Scotland will pick up the rebound that rimmed all the way around to the right point. Baldwin tries to center that and does. It hits the skate of the Cougars player. And now it'll be held on. 5:52 left to go. Shots on goal, 5-3 in favor of the Cougars here so far. Long road trip for these Joneljim Cougars. They took down the Dartmouth Whalers last night. The 5-2 win, and the previous game before that was a 6-4 loss to the Bandits, so be a good team to beat here as Welsh is going to work in low. He's got Galanto front, tries to center that for Baldwin, but it's picked off, and the Cougars are going to have numbers in transition here as Guinness goes down on Olmsted. Good defensive play from Olmsted there as he was stick on puck the whole way, and Gallant narrowly picked off that pass now as he's going to poke it. St. Clair was back to help out, but he got bumped off the puck. And now they're going to go cross ice looking for White, but that was out of his reach. Now Scotland's going to go up the wall. Good job by the linesman to get out of the way there. Baldwin's going to lead the rush here for the Rage. Baldwin walks in, shot there, good smart one. The right pad looking for a rebound. So Welsh is going to pick up that rebound. He's going to go down low to Gallant. Gallant had trouble with it, but he grabs it with his hand. Now it's going to come outside the zone. So away go the Cougars, 3-on-2. Andrea down the left side, shot there and smothered up by O'Shaughnessy. He looked sharp early on here for the Rage. The Rage took a tough loss last night, 9-3 against the Gulls. Now we're going to have Kidd and St. Clair out there on the draw. 4:49 in the first period, left to go. Kidd's going to win that draw. He was dynamite in the face-off circle last night, and face-off's a big part of the game. If you don't have the puck, it's tough to score, so gaining possession right off that draw is a key part of the game if you want to control the puck in any way, shape, or form. Now Delory, good wheels behind, and Chapman-Beliveau just tried to one-touch that there. And it's the right play, but you got to know somebody's there. Now as Delory's just going to work through the middle, he's got an opportunity. The Kidd goes back in, and a pad save from the netminder for the Cougars. As now that puck will be held in. Shot there from the point, blocked, and the rebound's going to land in the top of the crease area. As that's McLeod. Rim that around, the old fearful rim to White. White had that poked off his stick as Hillier's down there to help out. Good job from Chapman-Beliveau to go back and slot for the D-man. Now they're going to switch back, and Chapman-Beliveau will work as the high guy as Hillier fired that through a crowd. Got a lot on it, but that goes wide. McDonald. They're going to have to retreat now as St. Clair's going to pick it up here. Faked. Now he's tripped up, and there's going to be a penalty there and a little bit of a stick in the feet of St. Clair as the goaltender will head to the bench now. And delayed penalty here coming to the Rage, so first opportunity on the man advantage for the Cougars. And so you got the extra man out there now, so 6-on-5 here on this one. The puck's going to stay down there in the Rage zone. First power play coming here for the Cougars. Going to be a tripping call on Delory. Stick in the feet there of St. Clair. Face-off won by the Rage. They clear it in what looked like it wasn't going to exit the zone, but it does. So Gillis.
2 minutes for tripping. Time was only 11 minutes, 29 seconds.
So 11:29 of the first period. Delory sits down for tripping, 2, maybe less. We'll see what the power play and penalty kill are made of both these teams here. Special teams been a factor all season long. It's a good press there from Morris as he's got the back of Gillis, and that's a great time to press. Once you get that number and a big hit there, and it's going to be called. Man, I'm not sure about that one, folks. Now, I'm not a referee today, but he's going to give him 4 for head contact, and that is just insult to injury here. A little salt on the open wound. So I don't agree with that call, but I am just the guy behind the mic here, so tough sledding here for this Rage team as would look like a clean hit, and that's one of those ones where you hit them and then you think it's a clean hit, you get called for it. Now you got to change your game a little bit because you don't want to be penalized for the rest of the game for that, so tough call. Regardless, the show must go on. Now as Gillis is going to leave it for Ginish down to St. Clair. St. Clair's going to walk in, shot there, and O'Shaughnessy got the paddle on that one. So rebound comes out to the top now. Ginish back down for St. Clair. They're going to work the umbrella here as now Gillis wide open shot, tried to go high, he missed. And that's going to go all the way outside the zone. Now as Gallant's going to get in on the forecheck here, and he eased off just a bit there. Now he's going to go for a change. Just wanted to put the pressure on the D-man. So they're going to go cross ice to St. Clair. St. Clair pinched off at the blue line by Baldwin. Good angle job done there from Jack Baldwin. Ginish now in over the line. He's just going to hit the brakes and get set up. 5-on-3 here for the Cougars. St. Clair through the middle for Gracie. Tries to rip that on a one-timer, but that's going to find Dunn. Now Scotland's going to tangle up with him. Scotland loses his stick, but he's just going to continue to throw the body around out there. Now he's going to have to wait. And now Baldwin's caught. Shot out front there. Back door, and they're banging away at it, and then they are going to find the back of the net there as Scotland had to make a tough decision to grab his stick or take the man, but it looks like it's going to be St. Clair on the back door. And he'll get his 11th goal of the season, and that'll make it 1-0 here. It looks like there's going to be a penalty on the goal. The referee's making sure the whistle's working here this morning. Regardless, 1-0 Cougars on a power play goal from St. Clair. So now we'll go to 4-on-4 here. unsportsmanlike penalty taken at the conclusion of the goal there. So now the Rage are going to win. That looked like McDonald thought they might have been short still. As that puck will find Hillier. Hillier's just going to cross corner dump that for Welsh. Welsh is going to try and get in there first, and he does. Baldwin now, he's going to get caught behind the net, so luckily that puck comes out to McDonald through a crowd. Opportunity to pick up a loose puck here for Welsh, but now it's going to come outside the zone as Hillier. He's going to get it. He's just going to fire that in deep onto the goaltender. Took a weird bounce. Nearly turned over by Welsh as he just continues to press. Now he's going to poke free. He's got Baldwin back door. He takes a quick head fake before he gets to that puck, and that's a sign of good hockey IQ. He's done now. He's got Baldwin, funnels him the other way. He's right on him. Last minute to play here in the first period. Minute 57 left to go in the McDormand penalty. And a minute 9 left to go in the Guinish penalty. So Guinish sat down for what I believe is unsportsmanlike, as Baldwin just going to fire that in on the goalie. He pushes that to the corner. 40 seconds left to go. Held in by Hillier. Good press here from the Rage on 4-on-4 now as Gallant jumps on the ice. He's going to turn and go the other way. Gallant 1-on-2 down the right side. He's just going to cut in, shot there. Gets his own rebound, and he can fly, folks. Now as Welsh is in there. Long shift for him, but he continues to work. He's just going to cut back, go the other way, looking to drive the net here. Centers it there, looking for Perry as he slotted in from the right point. So 18 seconds now. Good safe play from Hillier. As you can hear the bench just making sure to get that one deep. Berman back for the Cougars in front of his own net. Cross-ice pass. Another cross-ice pass, but turned off by Gallant. Gallant tries to find Welsh at the last second. Liney's going to call the delayed offside. That's going to do it here for the first period. So at the end of one complete, the Joneljim Cougars will take a 1-0 lead into the second period here against the Rage. 16 seconds left on the Cougars penalty and a minute 1 left to go on the McDormand Rage penalty here. We'll be back with the second period here in just a moment. And just like that, we're back. Referee really getting them back in order here. As you could hear him say, well, you guys wouldn't have heard him, but telling them, let's go here, wasting no time. Maybe he has a lunch date later on. Kid out there against St. Clair, and he's going to give him a little bit of a shot off the face-off just to let him know he's there. So 10 seconds left in the power play to the Cougars, Guinish. And then there will be a power play for the Cougars for roughly 45 seconds, and the fans weren't delighted with that icing call as Gillis stopped skating. That's kind of that rule of thumb, but it's based on your own discretion. Is delayed icing if that player stops skating, knowing it's going to be icing, you wave it off. Regardless, face-off down to the left of O'Shaughnessy. Kidd and St. Clair in on the face-off dock. Kidd once again with a face-off win. Scotland's just going to pick that up. A smart play there as the penalty expired. So there's going to be a power play here. An abbreviated one, albeit, for the Cougars as they exit the zone now. Down the left side. They're going to enter the zone here, looking to get set up. Olmsted got beat on the step there, but in behind the net they go. St. Clair looking to be the option. Cross for Gillis. Gillis back down for St. Clair at the half wall. St. Clair is going to walk up top to Gillis. Gillis back down low to the left side. Back up top to Gillis. Gillis now he's going to wheel around. McKnight's going to press him. Good exchange there as he causes a turnover. He's just going to fire that out into the neutral zone. Probably had more time than he thought. 5 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Now St. Clair's going to pick it up. He's going to wheel down the ice. We're back to even strength here, so he's going to hit the brakes. St. Clair, he's going to work around. He's going to hang on to it. Now he's going to cycle it down low for McLeod. McLeod runs into Kidd. That shot at the side of the net from O'Shaughnessy is stopped. Now Scotland's going to flip that off the glass, but it's held in at the line by Laporte. And now McLeod's going to walk in. Shot there point blank as he whacks at that rebound. And the Cougars are just going to skate away here. It looks like Kid's going to come over and have a word. And plays with a lot of jam, that fella. So 2 20-minute periods in order now. The second period will finish with a flood. We'll have an intermission, and then we'll play a second 20-minute period, which would be the third period. And I'm sure you're all aware of that at home. A face-off won by the Rage. Ripped around the rim there for Welsh. Welsh is going to take on 3 Cougars jerseys. And now they're tripped up, and the Cougars are going to touch up, and there's going to be a tripping penalty. So the Rage will go to their first power play here now as the puck will rip back down the other side. So a good opportunity to tie the game here for the SANY Harbour Rage on their first power play. They got Gallant, Baldwin, Welsh, Perry, and Kidd on the right point here. So a little bit of a different look here for the Rage as that one's sent out into the neutral zone. Perry, he's just going to fire it right up to Gallant. Gallant's going to move on transition, but Dunn was right there. Now they're going to have to regroup here. Toss for Perry out of his reach. Battle underneath the booth. Perry across for Welsh. Welsh is going to open up, look for his options. He's going to make a move through the middle, looking to get the line. He does now. And he's just going to leave that there for Gallant. Gallant might have a step through the middle. Now he's into the middle of the ice, and he tried to make one more move and just had that one roll off his stick. Now as Perry's going to head back for it here for the Rage. And behind his net, he's just going to wheel right out. He's got some players in motion. He's going to fire that up for Baldwin. Baldwin will leave that there for Gallant. Gallant cross ice for Welsh. Good look there. Welsh has got someone right on him. Got to talk. Now Welsh is going to walk around the top, down the right side. He's going to leave that there for Kidd. Good exchange there across the top of the circle. Kidd across for Perry. Perry back down low to Gallant at the half wall. Gallant will fire a laser beam across for Welsh. Welsh backdoor for Baldwin. Just out of his reach as he looked like he couldn't decide what part of the stick he wanted to take that on. Now as Gallant is double teamed there. And that puck bounces off the stick of Perry and out into the neutral zone. He's going to go back in, cross for Kidd. They're going to have to hustle up here. Let's get in the line. Kidd, he's going to stop up. Good job to gain possession and get set up. Now Gallant shot there, and that was tipped off the body of Owen Gracie and up into the netting. So some pretty good looks there and good setup and some good exchanges down there in the offensive zone, but they can't get a shot through. So the face-off will come to the left of Hardy. A goaltender here for the Cougars. It says he's number 31 on the website, but he's rocking 30 on his jersey, so that's what we'll go with. The jerseys don't lie. That's going to be rimmed around the other side. Can Scotland get there in time? No, he cannot. As now that puck will be sent the length of the ice. 30 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Is now Scotland. Tries to weave his way through traffic, but is turned over by Gracie. Gracie's just going to get that in deep. Olmsted's going to have to get in there, but Gillis is in there first. He got his stick wrapped around, cause a turnover. Now Gillis is going to take on 2 Rage players. 10 seconds left to go here in the man advantage. Doesn't look like they're going to get the equalizer on the power play as that Rako passes out to the neutral zone. And a shot from a distance. Stop by O'Shaughnessy now as the man advantage is over. Cougars look to go down transition. McDormand threw a hit there, but that puck's going to get in for Scotland. Scotland, good shake move to get away from the forechecker. He tries to fire that. Now it's a turnover in front of the net there. A couple dangerous looks from the captain, Scotland. So Chapman Beliveau is just going to saunter on over there to get that one. So that comes outside the zone. And it's going to be just soft chipped into the feet of Olmsted, but now it's turned over, and the Cougars, front there, good sliding back check play from Delory. So he got a stick on that before it was able to reach its target. Back to the point, shot through a crowd. O'Shaughnessy tracked that one all the way. He'll grab that with the glove and hang on. 15:38 left to go here in the second period. Thank you very much once again for tuning in. This U15 major matchup. Later on today, we have the U13 AAA Blues taking on the Pictou Crushers. And we have the Gulls in action as well. As right now the Rage are away as Kidd down the left side. He's going to make a move into the middle. He's tripped up a little bit there. Now the Cougars are away on transition. Poked away by Hillier and gets into his feet. Morris, good job to stay wide as he had to wait for Kidd to touch up. Morris down the right side. He's got a good step there, but he's being pushed off the puck by Guinish. Now, good job from Hilliard to step back there as he was looking to pinch there. That's a chip play. Guinish into the middle, all alone, shot there. O'Shaughnessy the rebound, and he's going to smother up. And we are going to have some extracurricular activity in front of the net. There's McDonald. Didn't like the extra whack on O'Shaughnessy there. So as I was saying before, the Gulls will take on the Wildcats of St. Margaret's Bay. And in U18 action, the Cape Breton West Islanders will take on the Mustangs down in Port Hood, as well as this Rage vs. Cougars. So a little bit of a slower day here for us, but games all around the province nonetheless. Shots on goal here in this one, 13-6 in favor of the Cougars. So O'Shaughnessy, no slouch here so far. So now that face-off is tied up, but St. Clair's going to come away with it from the point. Shot through a distance, hits a body in front. Now Gallant is tripped up. Baldwin tried to exit the zone without the puck, so now another opportunity in transition. Here's that centering pass. Gets out of the reach of its intended target as McLeod goes through a crowd. That bounces off a couple bodies and rolls through the crease, but ultimately stays out of the net. So away go the Rage. Gallant over back to Gallant again on the return as Baldwin went right back to him. They had Welsh going. Morash is going to pinch down. Good job there to hold the line. Now Gallant's going to try and jump on that loose puck. Now there's a 2-on-1 forming here. Gallant for Baldwin. Shot there and a save from Hardy. And a real good look here from this Rage line here of Welsh, Gallant, and Baldwin. Baldwin looking for his second in as many games. Now Gallant's going to take that loose puck around the top right half of the blue line. He's just going to fire that through a crowd. That was a laser, hits the shin pad in front. And now the Cougars are going to try and go on transition. That puck will get inside. O'Shaughnessy is going to play that there for Morash. Morash has got a man wide open. And Welsh is going to pick that up. He makes a move through center. Nice hands there. Now he's just going to fire that cross ice, but it turned over. O'Coin got sniped by a random sniper in the rink here. There's now Andrea. Takes a bump from Perry. Perry's just going to fire that into the corner and get it away from the net. Baldwin takes a bump. Morash in on Andrea. Baldwin now is going to turn that puck over, and Welsh and Gallant go 2-on-3. Gallant now with it. Good job by Welsh to eat ice. He's going to fire that through the middle. Oh, and he had Welsh through the seam. But it was picked off there by the Cougars defender. Welsh in the middle of Baldwin. Baldwin, good patience. Oh, and he had an opportunity back post. And what a look there from the youngster Jack Baldwin, who seems to be finding his game here at this level. So he had a real good look there and good patience. And now Welsh at the end of his shift. He's got Kidd with him. Chapman Beliveau as well. Welsh is going to fire that. Hits the blocker hard. He has a hard time with the rebound, but he does smother up. So good pushback here from the Rage. And what can be said about the young man Jack Baldwin making the jump this year as a rookie? He's got a goal last night. He had a real good look there, and he had a for sure goal if he would have put that on net, but he just put it wide. So real good positive things here that you can take away so far in this game. Yeah, they're down by 1, but they're right in this thing. And you know what they say in baseball, blooping and blast gets you 1, but a couple shots to the net. It's Olmsted now. He's going to get the puck out of the zone, and that's the first thing that you got to worry about down there on the defensive side. Good job now as the Cougars are going to get that in deep. O'Shaughnessy's just going to steer that aside. Scotland now, Rage captain. He's being funneled out. He's going to take a bump, and that's going to be rimmed around the other side. Through the middle for Kidd. He's going to have to be heads up here as he had that stripped at the last second. Now Chapman Beliveau goes cross ice for Delory. Delory's just going to chip that to himself, and he just got there second. Now as Chapman Beliveau is going to get there, he takes a bump. He's going to battle away on the half wall. Now that puck squirts free. Now it's going to be dumped in by Olmsted, who's been very active back there as a D-man. 12:15 left to go. Got some TikTok dances going on in behind the glass there, and Delory's going to run his man. Scotland's going to get that in. It should be mentioned, Kalida received a 2-game suspension for his hit from behind last night in the Gulls game, so he'll have to wait till next week to get back in the lineup. And without Cluett as well, as he's got an upper body injury, so down a couple bodies here. Rage playing through some adversity. A long saucer pass onto the stick there, icing, or offside, waved off rather. And the ref's going to blow the whistle down real quick. The captain for the Cougars, McLeod, was away. And now the ref's going to take ownership on that one. There's not much more you can say other than that's my fault. You can't take the play back and continue on, so accountability out there, which is good to see. And as an official myself, a lot of the times you do make the mistake, and it's just easier to go, yep, that was on me, folks. Won't happen again. There's a great stretch pass there out of the reach of the captain, McLeod, but didn't reach its target. Got down on O'Shaughnessy, and he had a hard time covering it, but they blew the whistle anyway. So fortunate bounce here for the Rage. We'll see if they can make something happen with it. Now the rebound's going to be just cleared at the last second, and O'Shaughnessy with the quick mitt. That was another point-blank opportunity, and that was off the stick of the top scorer in the league, Tucker St. Clair. The last guy you want to give that puck to, especially in that zone, but O'Shaughnessy up to the task now as that faceoff is won by the Cougars, but it's going to exit the zone now. Morris is going to give chase. He's going to poke that away. Now McDormand tries to get free. Morris going to have to be careful getting that stick in. Now he takes a bump in a way transition, but St. Clair is going to fire that back to his D-man. McDonald tries to step up, but he's going to leave a man open now. 2-on-1 forming here as they try and center it to Gillis, but that was fanned on. Now as Morris came back to help out, he's going to rim it around to the wing that he left to come and help out for. Now McKnight's going to have to hurry. Tries to chip that to himself. I don't think he realized he had McDormand with him as an odd man rush was starting to develop there for the Rage now. As Gillis is going to take his man out. McDonald takes a bump from St. Clair, but doesn't even move. As Gracie now is going to take a hit from Hillier. McDonald to pick up that loose puck. He's just going to run into his man, so bodies flying here in this shift. McDonald and Gracie get tangled up. They're going to let them do their thing, and the play will continue. Hillier back here. Kaz Hillier for the Rage. He's going to leave that for Gallant. Gallant didn't like what he saw heading up ice, so he's just going to head back towards his net. Now he's got an opportunity. McDormand up to the neutral zone. Leaves that there for Gallant. Now it's turned over. Andrea. Now McKnight's going to have to come back and help out. McKnight, cross ice pass for Hillier. Hillier through the middle into the feet of Gallant. Turned over now as Dunn had it. But McKnight's back to help out once again. He's just going to fire that up into the netting. And that puck will stay inside the Rage zone. 9:51 left to go here in the second period. 1-0 lead for the Cougars on a goal from St. Clair on a power play. His 11th of the season. Sorry, yes, it is his 11th goal of the season. 11 assists as well to go with that for 22 points according to my mathematics. Face-off won by Baldwin in the defensive zone. He's going to be double teamed now, but that puck's just going to come free in behind the own net. Centering pass, O'Coin, shot there, tipped. So Shaughnessy tried to stay up and read that. They're going to tip that down through the goaltender's feet. And it looks like it's going to be whoever leads the charge here. And it looks like it might be O'Coin, but Dunn is leading the charge regardless. 2-0 lead here for the Cougars on their 15th shot. O'Shaughnessy was looking for a high stick call, but it was pretty easy to tell from up here that the shot wasn't even high enough to make it a high stick. Easy call for the official there. So 2-0 now. The hill continues to get bigger for this Rage team, and they've had their looks. Now as Welsh tries to get free, but had that jammed up along the walls. Morash is going to go back with Perry. Morash. Behind his own net. He's going to leave that for Perry, but he missed the pass and was into the feet of the referee. Now they're going to rim it around. Welsh is going to chip that outside the zone, and Baldwin's going to give chase. As Gallant's going to come down through the middle, and he almost turned it over there. The old sneak play. As Welsh is back. As Perry was up in the play. Another bank pass into the neutral zone. St. Clair. Now Welsh is tripped up. No call. Gallant going to battle with him as that puck changes direction now and goes back for Welsh. Welsh has been all over the ice here in this one. Good job from St. Clair there to just keep that in. Good angles. Now as Welsh is just going to try and do it himself here as he does get it deep now. Baldwin in on the forecheck, but McPhee's there first for the Cougars. He's going to reverse that for back out front shot. Welsh is banging away at the rebound, and now he's going to take 20 punches to the head, and there's going to be a penalty here for sure. And clearly it wasn't 20 shots, but you get caught up in the moment. And that's a good sign of leadership there, folks. If I do say so myself, you get an opportunity, down 2 goals. You haven't got a win yet this season. He bangs away at a rebound. The team takes exception. He gets his whacks, and he just skates away. So Welsh is actually going to get a penalty for slashing the goalie. So it's going to be 4-on-4 here, or maybe 5-on-5. Or no, Welsh isn't going to be penalized, actually. It looks like it's going to be Baldwin. So Baldwin will be penalized, 2 minutes for slashing the goalie, but the Cougars player will receive 4 for head contact, and what is an interesting turn of events. But like I was saying about the leadership, you take your licks in front, you're down a couple goals, you know you need to score. You're wearing an A on your jersey, you get whacked in the head a couple times, and you skate away and smile. Now you get yourself an opportunity on the power play potentially here to climb back into this thing. So it is going to be 5-on-4. So the Rage will get a power play here. And we're going to have to wait for the clock to get set up here before we actually start play. So real good opportunity here for the Rage. 2-minute power penalty up on the board as the first 2 will wash out. So 2 minutes. They're without Baldwin, one of their top scoring forwards here in this one. Now O'Shaughnessy's just going to rim that around. Gallant's going to pick it up. He's got Welsh streaking. Gallant just going to fire that up to Welsh. Welsh is just going to take that softly. Good hands there as that reception. Now he's just going to fire that for Perry. Perry's got some bodies at the net, but he's just going to slow things down, which is fine with me. Now he tries to force a pass through the middle to Delory. Wouldn't be the pass I chose, but I'm not out there. So the view's a lot different for me up here. Slow things down here. Gallant go back up to Welsh. Welsh, no need to rush things. You do want to be efficient. But Welsh now, good exchange back for Gallant. Gallant into the middle, tries to make a move. Backhand opportunity at the side of the crease. They bang away out of shot, scores! Jackson Delory gets the Rage on the board on the power play on a good move to the right side in exchange from Welsh and Gallant. And Delory's at the right spot at the right time, and he's going to cut the lead in half here. So the Rage make good on their second power play. They're 1 for 2 now. And that's a big goal here with 7:51 left to go here in the second period. We'll wait to see who the assists are from, but we do know it's Delory on the doorstep. Doorstep Delory, that just rolls off the tongue real good, folks, and hope to say more of that as the season rolls along here. You can see a little bit of energy back in the players here right away as body language tells a whole story. So now Kidd's looking for another body out there. He doesn't want to be shorthanded. So Morris will step out now. Kidd and St. Clair have a little chat, but Kidd, once again on the face-off, has just been absolutely dynamite in that face-off circle. So starts with the puck. It's now a 2-on-2 forming here, but you're going to have to beat Scotland first. Big active stick. Cougars are in over the line. Back down low, Scotland. He's going to poke that off the intended target. Now he's just going to hit the getaway sticks and move up the wall. Scotland still with it. He's going to walk in over the line. He's going to leave that there for Chapman Belleville. An opportunity shot there and a save from Hardy on the glove. And a good opportunity there from the Rage on their 11th shot.
12 minutes, 8 seconds. That's Delory from Gallant on the power play at 12:08.
So it's going to be Delory from Gallant, and I would probably throw a Welsh second assist in there based on the play that I seen, but regardless, it doesn't matter who scores, it just matters how many you do score. So looking to claw back and tie this one up here as Kidd is going to be kicked out of the face-off, and it looks like it's going to be due to the setup of Chapman Belleville, so he's not going to be able to take it. It's going to have to be Delory here or one of the defenders. Always confusing times out there when you're trying to figure out who's going to take the draw, but the Cougars will come away with that as Charlie McLeod will win that. Good escape move from the Cougars, and now one pass beats all of them as the Cougars are away, and Andrea just going to fire that into a space where he can win a race. Delory heard footsteps, so he slowed up a little bit. Now that puck's going to find the wall. Andrea's going to have a one-on-one with Scotland. Scotland's telling them to pick up the open man. Andrea, backdoor pass, shot, scores! Not much you can do there. Backdoor pass. And another one here as Olmsted got caught up in the play. Not too many players in this league are going to miss that shot. So 3-1 now for the Cougars. That's a tough goal to give up, especially after you just build a little momentum and get yourself back in the game. And they're not out of this one yet, folks. That's not what I'm saying. But hockey's a game of momentum in moments, and you start to get the momentum on your side there, and then you give one up quick. And it kind of takes the wind out of your sails a little bit here as Hillier is just going to bank that off the wall. It's going to find its way inside the zone. Jinish, now White. He's stripped by Morris, but now the puck's going to find the stick of McLeod. McLeod fires that, it's tipped off the glass. They battle away for it in the face-off circle. Now it's going to go into the right corner. Morris had that strip, but the puck finds the stick there of McDonald. McDonald goes across for McKnight. McKnight's just going to chip that. And that's going to roll down just enough for icing, as Guinness was almost there, but puck ended up rolling on its side, so tough bounce there. We'll come back down to right of O'Shaughnessy. So a goal before the end of this period for the Rage would be a big one, and they're going to send out the Baldwin, Gallant, and Welsh line here on a defensive zone face-off with the last change. And McDormand, good hustle there. Those are just the little tiny details of the game that you notice as a former player hustling to the bench. Instead of, oh, I wish I wasn't being taken off, he realized what was going on. He hustled, and that's a good team guy. And like I said, body language goes a long way, especially from up here in the scope of things. McDonald, chip off the wall. Gallant, he's going to chip that through for Welsh. Welsh is going to find that. He's got Baldwin with him. Welsh, 1-on-2. Good back check there from O'Coin as he came back through the middle of the ice, and that's the proper way to do things. Now we got a 3-on-1 for me here. Look at the back check from Gallant. Into the middle for St. Clair. St. Clair shot, scores. His 12th of the year. He's going to make it 4-1 Cougars, and another point-blank scoring opportunity for the Cougars, and they make no mistake. Gallant was hard on the back check there, and St. Clair's going to give Gallant a tap, and a lot of these guys do know each other from coming up through the system and playing on those provincial teams, as now Welsh is upended a little bit there from St. Clair, but they're just going to stay out there as Welsh is just going to get in there on the forecheck. He's going to turn it over. Comes around the side. Oh, front for Baldwin. Opportunity, point blank. See, he digs away at that one, and now we're going to have a couple more shots being thrown at the end of the whistle, and you got to love Baldwin right now. He is just going hard in the paint. So he continues to push and push and push, and some good leadership being shown here from the assistant captain. Welsh is just gave up a goal, and he gets right back on the attack here. Shots on goal 17-12 in favor of the Cougars. Now it's going to come back to the point for Morris. Morris fires at it, change directions on its way to the net, but it ultimately goes wide. Now Baldwin tries to go back up to the point. Gallant's going to run St. Clair over. Welsh turns it over out front to Baldwin. Baldwin, opportunity, shot, scores! Jack Baldwin, second goal in second game, and what a turnover there from Welsh. As they work in behind the goal line, they can do damage, folks. And Baldwin from in tight is going to go up top bunk where Grandma keeps the cookies. And he'll cut the lead in half once again here. So gets his first goal of the season and of career yesterday. And it looks like a little bit of chemistry being built between Gallant, Welsh, and Baldwin. So now Kidd, Delory, and Chapman Beliveau will come out. We're going to have to reset here. Looks like we're having a conversation at the bench probably to figure out who got the assists. Now that puck is going to be pushed forward off the draw. Can't give one up here now if you're the Rage. Got to get the puck back in the offensive zone and at least keep it away from your net here for the little bit of the foreseeable future, especially to end things off here in this one. Now it's going to be dumped in. Scotland's going to jip that to himself, and look at him go. So he's going to get in there first on the forecheck, and good job from Delory. I always notice those things up here. Now Kidd's going to come over with a shot from a bad angle, gets his own rebound, bangs away at it, and he's just going to shove the Cougars player into the net, maybe trying to get a greasy one, but that all started back in its own end as Captain Scotland picked it up behind the net. He chipped it to himself, and he just didn't stop. As he got in there on the forecheck and caused a turnover, it gave an opportunity for Kidd for a shot on goal. So another good pushback here as they get their 15th shot on goal, and another one would be real nice here for the Rage to end this period. Face-off down to the left of Hardy. The face-off is won cleanly. Olmsted gets it, corrals it. He's going to fire it in deep. Liam McLeod for the Cougars. Tries to rim that around to the D-man, but Kidd's going to get in there as he runs his man through the boards. And Kidd with another big hit here as he took out McLeod. Centering pass there looking for Delory. Delory got caught flat-footed, but They're just going to stay on it, and somehow the Cougars get through the traffic, but Scotland's there. He's just going to stay with his man. He'll just go right to him. He's going to finish his check as they get that in deep. Olmsted now. He's going to reverse that from McLeod. There's going to be a turnover in behind the net. Olmsted now. He's going to jump down. Delory. He's going to slot down, but he's going to leave his D-man wide open. As that shot, not sure how it even got through, as it didn't have much on it, as that rebound attempt is cleared. Chapman Beliveau looking for his options, but the first option is get it out of the zone. But it is held in here by the Cougars, and now they'll get it out. And that's tipped on its way, so icing will be waved off. 3:45 left to go here in the second frame. O'Coin just going to turn and fire that, and that's going to find the stick of Gillis. In for St. Clair. St. Clair tries to go backdoor to Dunn, but it was blocked. Now St. Clair another opportunity as he walks into the scoring area. And he's shut down by O'Shaughnessy. That's not exactly easy to say. Good save there and keep this at 4-2 here from O'Shaughnessy. .331 left to go here. Gillis is just going to rim that around to the other side. As the Rage look to exit, they get it out, but it's going to be dumped back in the zone. Delayed offside here for the Cougars as they regroup. McDonald in behind his own net now. He's just going to come out the other side. Didn't like what he saw, so now he's going to give it to Hillier. Hillier tries to go to the Morris, but Morris wasn't set up yet as the winger. As that puck switched sides, McDonald, he's going to battle down there. Puck comes back to the point. McPhee keeps that in, rims it down around the other side. Hillier in behind his own net with St. Clair there. Hillier's just going to stiff arm him off the puck, so good defensive positioning there and a hit to separate. Now centering pass there, good job as the Rage defenders all picked up an open guy as that puck goes through the scoring area untouched. So that's kind of the name of the game now. Is looks like Hillier is going to be penalized for a hooking call, a little bit of a late call. But regardless, another opportunity on the power play here for the Cougars. 2:38, so they'll spend pretty much the rest of this period on the power play, unless they score, of course. So, face-off to the left of O'Shaughnessy. He's in the squat. He's ready to go. Welsh is going to pick that up off the face-off, and he is going to be peppered, so he's going to have to hurry up with that, but he's just going to flip it around to himself. He's going to come out to the left point. Baldwin goes out there to press. It's going to be held inside, and it's going to be a hand pass now, so that play will be whistled dead, and the face-off will come outside. So 2:25 now, 2 minutes and a quarter. St. Clair's going to get that deep for the Cougars. Morash is just going to fire that off to the right side. Welsh did a good job not to commit to going down there. As now St. Clair's going to have some time. It looks like he's got a strap missing down there, where he's got his chin strap done up real tight. Back to the left point. Guinness shot there, tipped, and good job from O'Shaughnessy to be square to that. And good positioning sometimes leads to a good timely save. And O'Shaughnessy closed things up there on the way across the crease here as the Cougars are going to get set up here on the power play breakout. They're going to wait for their men to get in motion. As Guinness is going to fire that cross ice. St. Clair down the right corner. He's going to turn, fire, almost turned over. He's going to get it back now. Down low. They're going to try the stuff play at the side of the net. Rebound's loose at the top of the crease. St. Clair's going to come out with it. Up top in the slot. Guinness shot, tipped. Toe saved by O'Shaughnessy, and the rebound's cleared. As Morash got a piece of that, now O'Shaughnessy's going to knock the net off on the slide, and not a bad time for that. Not that I want you to push the net off on purpose, but a little game within the game, and we've seen a little bit of issues with that net down there. So we got a brand new net down on our right, and then we have a not so brand new net down the left side, but the pegs seem to be a little bit weaker down here in the Cole Harbour, or the Harbour Rage. I always make that mistake. A face-off won cleanly by the Cougars. They're going to get set up here as McPhee's going to fire that through. Crowd hits Olmsted. So he blocked that unintentionally. Now Berman is just going to hang on to that. He's going to go back down low. The half wall. Back up top. Left point. Minute 10 left to go. McPhee shot there. Tried to go top blocker. That was blocked on its way. Goes wide. Back down low for White. White's bumped off the puck. report comes in here. Last minute to play here in the second period. So that puck goes in on Hardy. He's going to go down to one knee just to make sure. So 14 seconds left to go here in the man advantage. So the Cougars get set on the breakout. McPhee, he's going to fire that through the middle off the stick of Dunn. Now it's going to be turned over. Gallant had an opportunity. He's got Gallant and Kidd, and Scotland got caught. Now he's back as White's going to pick that up. Opportunity here to end the period for the Cougars. 34 seconds left. We're back to even strength as Delory exits the zone. Or exits the box, rather. And now it's going to be sent out to the neutral zone. And dumped back in here. 20 seconds left to go in the second period. One last flash of offense would be great here for the Rage as they rim that around for Gallant. And now Gallant's going to get over the line. He leaves that there for Delory, but it looks like it's going to be played on the offside. And apologies there on the camera, folks. I got all twisted up. But you didn't miss much as it was flagged on the offside. 10 seconds left to go. Shots. 21-15 for the Cougars here. Kidd on the draw. Going to be asked to put his stick down. He wins that face-off again. Olmstead just going to pick that up. Just get it in there and get it on the net. That's what I'd be doing. And now he does. He takes a bump. Puck in behind the net. Opportunity here. This Kidd's in on the forecheck. Gallant had an open space, but the buzzer will go. And that'll do it here for 2 complete periods of play. The score, the Joneljim Cougars 4. And the SANY Harbour Rage 2. Shots on goal 21-15 at the end of 2 periods in favor of the Cougars. We'll head for an intermission, a quick flood. About 10 minutes time we will return. For How About the Sports, I'm Matt Dudelet. We will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. Third period action inside Scotia 1 here at Cole Harbour Place. If you're just joining us, the Cougars lead this one by a score of 4-2. 20 minutes up on the board. Shots 21-15 in favor of the Cougars. Third period officially underway. No, it's not often you get kicked out of the opening face-off, as St. Clair has a chuckle at that. Face-off's going to be won by the Rage. A goal right off the bat here would really put some wind into the sails here of this Rage team, as the puck's going to get in deep now. Welsh tries to jump in there on the play, but it's turned over here as Berman moves that up for the Cougars now into the middle of the ice. Back on transition, Baldwin to Gallant. Gallant down the left side. He's going to cut to the middle. He's got an opportunity to fire that on net. He does. It was deflected on the way, and now it's hung on to by Hardy. 27 seconds into this third period, and we got our first whistle now. Face off to the left of Hardy. And they're going to try the bomb play, which has been around for years. And that's where you win that face-off in your defensive zone, and you just get the defenseman to fire across ice, bounce pass out into the neutral zone is the idea, to try and send your weak side winger free. But fresh ice is going to, well, I guess speed that one up, but slow down the play, I guess, in a sense. So that puck's going to come back to the point. You can hear Scotland yell deep, and that's a good safe play there, as don't want to take any chances at that line. That's going to be chipped off the glass. Scotland gets a piece of it. McLeod's away. He's got Gillis with him. McLeod's just going to walk into the middle, tries to drop it there. Turned over. Welsh is going to flick that up into the air. That'll come outside the line. There's Gallant, just almost swiped that free. So now it's going to be pushed outside the line here. McPhee across for O'Coin. O'Coin the left side. He's just going to get that in deep. O'Shaughnessy out to play it on the backhand. He's going to rim that around there as Olmsted was heading to the front of the net. Baldwin's going to pick it up. He's got a goal in this game already. That's going to be picked off, and Welsh and Gallant on a 2-on-1 the other way. Welsh shot, Gallant rebound, shot. Oh, and an opportunity back door. Great shot for a rebound there from Welsh, as Gallant got a stick on it but didn't get what he wanted. Now as Welsh is going to have an opportunity to wheel up top. He had a free shot going and had that roll off his stick. Down in the right corner now. Welsh fires in the middle to Baldwin. Baldwin fires that off the post as he went through a screen, as Hardy was pushing left to right, and Baldwin went back to the left. Now another opportunity out front for Baldwin, as now it's cleared. Perry's going to jump down. He's going to hold it. Baldwin's upended in front. He's tangled up with Dunn. And now it's going to be rimmed around the other side. Gallant's going to get there on the loose puck. Good pressure here from the Rage. He's going to fire that back around. Baldwin goes for a change. Welsh is still in there. Gallant turns and goes for a change as well. It's a good job by Welsh to recognize his line mates were changing there and to keep that pressure down inside the zone. If he'll not allow the Cougars to come out untouched now, as Kidd tries to get that in deep. He's just going to wheel around now. He's just going to get that in deep. Cross corner dump as McPhee's on it now. Kidd went for the forecheck, but he peeled off. Chapman Beliveau heads up to Laurie now as he's got St. Clair on him, and I may have been the only person in the rink that's seen it. Now through the middle for St. Clair. St. Clair falls on the shot attempt. Now it's clear. Good job by Delory to come back and help out through the middle now as Kidd. He's going to pick that up on the right wall. He's going to chip. Tries to give free, but the puck's turned over. Laporte is going to wheel now through the middle of the ice. A little toe drag release. Connor Bedard. As now Kidd is going to lay out his man, and good clean check there, chest, shoulder to chest. And a dangerous pass there from St. Clair ends up working out. Guinness is going to work through the middle. O'Shaughnessy is going to pounce on that as he pushes out off the crease. Now Kidd and Laporte are going to have some words, and Kidd, man, he doesn't shy away from anything out there, and former Bandit U15 player. Playing for the Harbour Rage this year, and a great addition here for this Rage squad as he's their leading scorer right now. 8 points. 17:03 left. Cougars win the face-off. Andre just swipes through on the face-off and just fires that wide. Now Morris is going to battle 2 Cougars on the half wall. They're just going to leave that back up top to the slot. Morris on the turnover. Had that poked off his stick as Guinness did the old sneak play now as he's going to work in over the middle of the ice. Had that poked off his stick, but it's held in there from McLeod. McLeod rims that around. Hillier's going to have to hurry there, but he is second to the puck. There's Andrea gets there first, but Hillier finishes his check. McDormand up off the glass. That puck does exit the zone now as Morris triple teamed again. That's going to be shot from the wrong side of the red line. That's going to get down there for an icing as McDonald went back for it. Wrong side of the red line there for the Cougars. That play is whistled dead on the icing. There's going to be a face-off down inside the Cougar zone here. Baldwin, Welsh, and Gallant back out there, and a good decision here from the coaching staff to get that offensive line out here on a defensive zone face-off for the Cougars. But St. Clair's going to come away with the puck, but he's double-teamed. Baldwin on one side, Welsh on the other. Where do you go? Now that's going to be fired cross ice for Dunn. Scotland's there. He's just going to run his man into the boards, and that's a great example of a hit to separate folks. Don't need to put the guy into the hospital, but you do need the puck back. Now Scotland will get a piece of that, but it bounces over his stick down for icing, and an unfortunate bounce there. So we're going to swing it back down to the Rage zone. We're down to the left of O'Shaughnessy now. 4-2 lead here for the Cougars. Just under 5 minutes in, and an opportunity off the face-off. And the puck finds the stick of St. Clair in the slot. Not really sure what happened there, but St. Clair is going to stare at the bench on his way by, and that would not sit too well with me, folks. At the same time, you're trying to climb back into this one. You can't get caught up in the emotions. 5-2 now. St. Clair with his 13th of the season. Maybe his 12th, regardless. He's been lighting the lamp at a ridiculous rate here. Now Gillis is going to get an opportunity down the left side. Shot there. O'Shaughnessy out to cut the angle down as that puck goes up wide over the net. Gillis now, he's going to work down in the corner. So St. Clair has got 3 in the game, 13 on the season, and just continues to rack the points up here. And it's one of our players to watch here early on is Delory now in over the left side. He's going to try and beat Liam McLeod, but he pushes him off and angles him into the boards. Chapman Belivo's in there to help out. On the wrong side of the puck, though. If that puck scores free, now you got 2 guys deep. So the old defensive side of the puck is what you're looking for there. It's nice to help out, but if that one, and now that huge hit, kid's jersey's caught in the helmet of the Cougars player. So they both tried to get away and were stuck together. And now they're going to give a penalty to Kidd for charging, which is a little bit suspect if you ask me, but so out there trying to finish this check, but obviously the ref saw something I didn't see, so power play opportunity here for the Cougars. It didn't look like the arm was up right away on the initial hit, but once the aftermath happened, that was when the call was made, so back to the power play go the Cougars. Pushed up top, Guinness. Down on the right side for St. Clair on the half wall. St. Clair back up top, Guinness. Back down low to the left side. Gillis is going to work in his way down. He's going to leave that there for Guinness. He has a trouble with it, but he's just going to fire that at the net. O'Shaughnessy finds that through a crowd. Rebound. Cleared there. Welsh, good job in good position. Now they're going to have a short-handed opportunity. 2-on-2 forming here. Welsh down the right side. He's going to cut to the middle. Tries to get free. Is upended there on his own, so no call. St. Clair back to help out, and he's just going to fire that cross ice for Charlie McLeod, who gains the zone now. He's going to slow up. Tries to center that. Does. Gets onto the stick there, the Cougars, but Welsh is back there first. He's going to have a step here. He can move. He can move out there as Welsh. Down on Guinness. 1-on-3. Pulls it through his legs. He gets pushed. He's just going to try and keep that in behind the net. He's going to have to go for a change here on the back check as now the Cougars are way up ice, heading north. As Gracie leaves that there for McLeod. McLeod walks in. He's upended. and disturbed there through the middle of the ice. Rimmed around the other side. Puck race here as Gracie's going to get there first. Scotland now. He's going to fire that off the wall, but St. Clair's going to hold the zone. Now he's going to go cross ice to Gillis. Gillis with tons of time. He's going to fire that, tries to go glove side, and that gets away, and that'll be a zone clear by the offensive team. Now as McDormand blows a tire, as Guinness uses his edges, and he's just going to get the line there. And a real good job here by the Cougars. They get inside the blue line. They don't try and force things. They just try and get in and get set up and force the Rage to get in flat-footed into their position. Now is an opportunity. Backdoor, Scotland just out of his reach. Turn, fires off the post, and that finds the back of the net. It looks like that was Charlie McLeod. That's going to be his 10th, 11th goal of the season. And it is 6-2 now on a power play goal from the Cougars. This game's slipping away here. Once again, a mountain to climb here for this Harbour Rage team. Back to 5-on-5 we go, 13:08. Won by the Rage, but pushed forward. Here's the Cougars. We're looking to head in transition right off the draw. Not even sure if it would be considered transition if you didn't have the puck first, but puck's going to come out outside the blue line. Morris is going to pick that up now. He's poked off, and he takes a big bump there through the middle now to White. White over the line, down the right side. He's going to wheel around the net, look for his options. O'Coin slots in. Opportunity there as he didn't get what he wanted on that one. McDormand will upend O'Coin. They'll let it go. He's being harassed there now. Perry, body's starting to fly around a little bit more here as McDormand looking to get into the rough stuff. And now we got a delayed penalty again. Ref just continuing to penalize this Harbour Rage team, and we're going to see what the call is. He's going to get a hooking penalty, which is interesting after he threw 3 or 4 hits. Another opportunity on the power play here for the Cougars. Just when you think the Rage are back into it, they get penalized. Now the charging call makes sense, but a hooking call after the bodies are flying around is a bit suspect, but just a little bit of a homer up here. Regardless, power play opportunity here as Gillis is going to walk in. He's got some space, fires that, rebound, into the feet, clear there. Another save there from O'Shaughnessy as he closed up those pillows and stopped that rebound attempt now as Gracie's going to fire that off the mask of O'Shaughnessy. That's his 27th shot. He's got 21 saves here, not even halfway through the third. Now it's tipped, goes back the other way, and a good opportunity once again here as the Cougars' power play is absolutely firing on all cylinders here. Guinness down for Gillis. Gillis fired that, tried to go up top, and that will not exit the zone though as it was close. And now Baldwin will get it free. Gallant, he's just going to head up the ice. He's got Gillis to beat. Gallant had that poked off his stick as he whacks St. Clair. And the parents, the 14 parents that are here that made this trip weren't happy with that call, but Gallant and St. Clair know each other very well. Here's Guinness now into the point blank areas. They just move back. If you're going to just keep pushing back onto your goalie, you might as well just get out of the way then. It's Gallant in over the line. And he's going to take a whack there. Oh my, and that is just absolutely uncalled for. Gallant was 3/4 of the way through his shot when the whistle blew. And now we're going to have another shot to the face here as Scotland and Guinness's tempers start to flare down there on that right side. Referee's got the notebook out now. We'll see what comes of this. It's completely uncalled for there, but so it's going to be 5-on-4 for 6 minutes here for the Rage. But there's a penalty up on the board right now for McDormand, so it looks like it's going to be 4-on-4. So we got two for cross-checking and 4 for head contact was the penalty originally here on the Cougars. So that'll get rid of the power play for the Cougars. We'll see what transpires now, but a 6-minute penalty up on the board here. To number 8, Jack Guinness. So all over the score sheet is that fella here today, but I understand you're upset about the shot after the whistle, but you got to think of the scenario in the context of it. Is late offside call, and Gallant was 3/4 of the way through his release by the time it went. The goalie didn't seem too worried about it, but Guinness took exception. Sticking up for his goaltender, but at the same time is penalized for 6 minutes, and thank God those head contact penalties didn't exist when I played. So 4-on-4 for 42 seconds, and then the Rage will get an extended power play opportunity.
4 minutes for head contact and 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Scotland in over the line. He's going to keep the puck now. He's just going to wheel around. He's going to work the line. Back down low for Kidd. Kidd. Cross ice looking for Welsh back door. Now Homestead's going to have to hurry. He gets there first. Gracie fires that up to the blue line, held in by Scotland. Scotland's going to walk the line. He's being pressed. Good hard backhand pass down low for Welsh. Welsh makes a move. Scotland picks that up. He's just going to shove it through himself. So he's not afraid of Broadway there, as Scotland just goes straight line hockey. And that's going to be sent the length of the ice, and that is going to be an icing here just as the penalty expires. So now the Rage will have a 5-minute and 14-second power play. And they'll be able to score a couple goals here if they can pull it off. Get a few here and get right back to business now as Kidd, Welsh, Gallant, Perry, and Morash out there now for the Rage. Now St. Clair's going to be waived. Kidd's going to knock his man down off the face-off, and a coin drop like he was playing for Manchester United there, trying to draw one and even things back up, and why wouldn't you? Now Morash is going to fire that. Now Welsh is going to pick it up. Gallant wanted that pass, but now Welsh is just going to take it inside the zone. He's got a good head of steam down the right side. Welsh shot off a bad angle, hits the side of the net. Now it's going to sit on the back part of that mesh, that annoying part of the net. And now it's going to be put up into the netting. So mesh, net, lots of going on there. And we're going to have another penalty here. And that'll get rid of the power play. Referee was going to call it cross-checking, ended up calling it head contact, and tough call for the Rage there. Not allowing any of that head contact stuff here in this game. Oh, 2 minutes up on the board now. The Rage power play is gone for now. So we'll have 4-on-4. The Cougars. Cross ice pass for Gallant. Gallant down the right side. He's got a step. He's going to be in the corner. He blows a tire. Now he's back up as Berman leads the rush here for the Cougars. He makes a nice move past McDonald. Berman, cross ice pass there out of the reach. Good job by Hillier to tie up that open man in front. Pfeiffer looking for Gillis. Now White's in on the forecheck. He's going to have to go against Hillier. Hillier, a big body back there. Now Welsh is going to get moving. He's just going to wheel back as he didn't have the option he wanted. Welsh takes a whack from White. A little bit of a hook. No call. Play continues. Welsh just going to work right down. He just tried to go all the way. And that's going to be sent the length of the ice for icing. And we're going to keep the play down here in the Cougar zone. Face off now. Won by the Rage and kept by the Rage. Here's Kidd. Goes cross ice for Scotland. Scotland backdoor rebound opportunity in front for Kidd. As Chapman Beliveau got the original opportunity. And Kidd right there in the dirty area. He's going to get his 6th of the season, and he'll cut the lead to 6-3 now. Right spot, right time for Nate Kidd as he continues to lead this Harbour Rage, and I'm going to continue to make that mistake, folks, and I do apologize, but it basically means the same thing. So 4-4 continues. Scotland's just going to eat it. He's going to go back to Olmstead. Olmstead's going to turn and fire that to Kidd. Kidd didn't realize he was pressed there. As Kidd continues to make an impression here for this Harbour Rage squad. A real easy breakout here for the Cougars as they're going to get over the line. McPhee's going to have to wait, and now he goes in offside. So the face-off's going to come outside the Rage zone. .30 seconds left to go. And the penalty to Perry here for the Rage. 3:13 still up on the board for Ginish. Or Ginish. If you say them both, you got a better chance of getting it right. Baldwin's going to win that cleanly. Olmstead's going to have to hurry. He's got Andrea on him. Olmstead's going to hit the brakes. He's going to peel it back. Bank pass for Scotland, way out of his reach. Baldwin's going to have to hurry up. He does. Gets the puck, tries to fire across ice for Delory. Delory's just going to have to leave that there for Olmstead. Good exchange there through the neutral zone. Olmstead's going to get that in deep. Off the stick of Berman. Berman's going to pick that up and just eat it. Now he's going to go partner pass, and they're just going to send that the length of the ice. So with 3 seconds left to go here. Penalty. Rage about to start a power play for 2.5 minutes. As now Scotland's away. He's going to leave that for Delory. Delory with a goal in this game already. Delory tries to make a move now. He's just going to get it deep. He's bumped down in that corner. Now it's going to be sent the length of the ice here. As Baldwin got tangled up in behind the play. O'Shaughnessy's going to come out to play that. He's going to move it right up to Scotland right away. Scotland's just going to wheel up the ice. He got St. Clair to beat, who was flat-footed. He's now Scotland down the right side. He's going to get that in deep, and that's the way to do it there, as he just keeps on pushing, as now he's just going to knock his body over anybody that gets in his way. Pass out front for Baldwin. Scotland now, he's going to cycle that back down low. McKnight's going to have to hurry. Now it's going to be rimmed around the other side. Through the feet of Morash. And all the way down the ice is O'Shaughnessy's out to play it. He's got Gracie to beat with that pass. And now St. Clair's going to pick it up. He's going to wheel it back to McPhee. McPhee's going to go cross ice off the wall, and that's going to go down the length of the ice, but no icing as they're killing. Minute 40 left to go on the power play. Real good opportunity to get one here. That's an errant pass. Pfeiffer is going to go back for it. He's going to wheel back. Good escape move now as McPhee's just going to send that the length of the ice, as Scotland now is going to go back for it. He's going to slow it down, but he's got Gracie on him, so he's going to have to hurry. Turns it over. Gracie's side of the net. He bangs away at it. And Scotland nonchalantly at the end of his shift there tries to make a move. And had it taken by Owen Gracie down there as a good forecheck. The old bank off the net move. And now the Rage are going to take a 30-second timeout. So we'll be back here in about 30 seconds, so hang tight and stay with us. All right, we're back now after that quick timeout here for the Rage. The Cougars looking to continue to press here as they lead this one 6-3. Shots on goal now 29-19 for the Cougars. It looks like that timeout was just to rest the unit here for the Rage. As Welsh gets set up now, and Cougars do a good job of forcing the pucks into some lanes. Now his kid's going to get that nice chip pass over to Welsh. Welsh inside the blue line. He's going to hang on. He's going to go cross ice for Scotland. Scotland fakes a shot. Goes back up to Kidd. Kidd back over to Scotland. Scotland tries to go cross ice through the seam for Welsh. Gets it now. Gallant fires that rebound side of the net. Baldwin scores. 6-4. Another power play goal here for the Rage. Baldwin's second of the game, third of the season, and third in 2 games. As he was at the right spot at the right time, and a tough play there for the goaltender Hardy. Not much he can do there as he fought through some traffic to make the initial save. So that'll get rid of the power play. We'll go back to 5-on-5. We're in a 2-goal game now, folks, as McDormand will throw a hit. Hillier, nice pass through for McDormand. McDormand just kind of left that there. That's done now. But McDormand's going to peel it away as Morris is back on the back check. Good job to get the puck low for the Cougars. McDonald up for McKnight. Good pinch down from O'Coin as he activates from the left point. He looks for his options, finds McLeod in front. Had to push him behind. Good job there by Morris to slot down and take that open man. Now McDormand's away. McDormand, he's going to take a hit from McLeod. So Coyne now doing a real good job on picking and choosing his opportunities to pinch down, as now that puck's going to stay deep. Morris is going to have to race McPhee. A little bit of a size difference there, but that doesn't mean anything. Now McDormand somehow gets through that. Pass onto the backhand here of McKnight. McKnight is going to be all alone here, but now he's got McDormand with him. McKnight tries to go wide, drops the front shoulder. Good job by Laporte to come back and help out through the middle. Picked off. Morris tries to make a move. Had that strip done now for the Cougars. He's going to backhand that safely out into the neutral zone. Hillier is going to go cross ice to Scotland. Scotland tries to go back to McDormand, a 2-foot pass. Now Morris in over the line. Shot there, tipped off a shin pad. Good block there, even though it may not have been intentional. So a little bit of life here for the Rage, and Cougars just a little bit on their heels here, but still with a 2-goal lead with 4 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. So clock ticking away here for the Rage, as the Cougars are just going to send the old alley-oop pass. That's going to find the stick of McLeod. McLeod opportunity there, but Scotland was right on him, and what a good look there. That's a tough play now, as that's out of the reach of Kidd, and that's going to go down the ice for icing. And we're going to flip it back down to the Rage zone there. A nice alley-oop try as McLeod got in there almost free, but Scotland was there at the last second to take away that opportunity. So back down to the Rage zone we go. 6-4 lead here for the Joneljim Cougars, as they sit 3rd place in the league, looking to get their 20th point on the season, but the Rage looking to get their first W. And to spoil that now as Delory steals that at the point. He's got a 2-on-1 for him in here. Delory with Kidd. Delory goes to the backhand, tries to go short side, almost sneaks it through, but a good stop there from Hardy. Now Delory's going to fire that to Kidd. Kidd's just going to fire that at the net. Andrea had trouble with it at the blue line. Scotland's just going to pick it up here. He's going to wheel around. He's just going to go straight down, but he's going to get that deep and head back to his position at the blue line. So now the Cougars caught in their own zone here. Guinish, fresh off a 6-minute penalty. It's now tipped by Scotland. Scotland had that turned over by Andrea. These Cougars players are just everywhere in puck lanes here. Now Hardy's going to come out to play that. Love seeing that out of the young netminders coming out to stop that puck. Slows down the forecheck. Stretch pass, Delory, turn that over. You can hear the gasp of the crowd. It's now Baldwin. He's going to hold the line, but now it'll be held in once again here as they whack away at it. Baldwin still with it. Just out of the reach of Gallant. That puck's going to end up through neutral zone. Scotland's going to stay out there. 3 minutes left to go here in this game. Scotland up ice for Gallant. Gallant just fires that through the middle. Thought Baldwin was there, but now it's going to be turned over by McLeod, but picked off again by the Rage. Gillis is going to get that in deep, but Gallant was back there to help out, and he's just going to pick it up and wheel now. Gallant, the head of steam, had that turned over by Charlie McLeod. McLeod tries to get through the crowd. That's a tough one to say now, as White's down there. He makes a move down in the left corner. He turned that over. Scotland's going to pick it up here. He's going to fire that cross ice for Gallant. Gallant, good job to eat some ice and pick that one up into the middle for Baldwin. Baldwin, opportunity, rebound, Welsh. Big save by Hardy as he hangs on. And that was one of the more offensive rushes and a good setup there as they had F2 going to the back post. Welsh sleeking in high, and then he dropped down at the last second to get that opportunity. So a good push here late from the Rage and some good signs, but the Joneljim Cougars up to the task. They continue to shut it down defensively, and Hardy down there standing tall in the net for the Cougars. That puck is pushed free. Baldwin fires that, and Hardy had to fight through some traffic to make that save. He does as he kicks out that left pad. Now as Gallant throws a hit, puck's held in. Gallant's just going to fire that down low. Welsh took a sec to realize where it was at. Berman now. He tries to clear that, but he fans on it. Cross ice pass turned over. Welsh opportunity tipped in front. Baldwin had another opportunity. Good job by the Rage here as they're going to hold the Cougars in the zone, and now it's going to be shot into the bench area, and St. Clair wanted to be off to the races there. So now that faceoff's going to stay inside. 1:53 left to go in this third period. Can we see a completed comeback here from the Harbour Rage, or will the Joneljim Cougars stand tall and come away with the 2 points here? Now we got Kidd, Morris, Delory. We got Andrea, Laporte. And looks like Gracie out there as forwards for the Cougars. My first look at the Cougars here this year, so working on getting the names here by mid-season. There'll be no issue. Laporte almost had that one turned over, and now it's into the feet. Good job, skate to stick. Laporte now, nice move, left side, shot there, fanned on it. Rebound's gonna come around the other side. O'Shaughnessy pushed off, hits the back of the net, fools everybody. Excuse me. The Scotland's gonna chip that off the glass, but that's gonna go down for icing anyways. It was a delayed high stick, so the faceoff's gonna come inside the Rage zone now with 1:13 left to go. A good pushback from the Rage. But the Cougars standing tall here. So face off to the left of O'Shaughnessy in the defensive zone here. Kidd's gonna come out for this as he loses that draw. It's gonna be pushed forward Welsh. Good assignment. Now he tries to cut. Good job by Gallant to stay on side there. Now he drops it to Gallant. Now it's gonna be chipped out into the neutral zone. Goalie pulled now for the Rage. Extra attacker out there. A minute left here. Scotland loses that. He's gonna chip it off the wall all the way up for Kidd. Kidd's gonna take that on the pass. Welsh in all alone. Shot off the post. Kidd rebound, scores! Stretch pass from Scotland. Finds a stick of Welsh. He fires it off the post. The rebound bounces out to Kidd. He gets his second of the game. And it is 6-5 now, folks, with 47.6 seconds left to go. A real good push from the Rage here and taking advantage of their opportunities. An unfortunate bounce there for the goaltender Hardy as that one beats him but doesn't beat the post, and then all of a sudden the puck lands back on Kidd's stick and he makes no mistake. As now Kidd and St. Clair are tussling up as McLeod and Gallant as well, as they're gonna have to hurry here, no time to waste, as that's gonna bounce over the stick. No icing on the play. 40 seconds, Scotland lost the puck. They're gonna have to try and get up ice and get O'Shaughnessy out of the net. Here's Gallant's gonna wheel it. Gallant is gonna fire that up for Welsh. Now it's gonna be taken. St. Clair dumps that. Homestead, 25 seconds, gonna have to hurry here. Scotland having a hard time with the puck. Cross ice for Olmsted. O'Shaughnessy's gonna head to the bench. Back over to the other side for Welsh. Welsh being pinched off there. Baldwin's gonna have to hurry. McPhee's back there. He's just gonna turn, fire that, turned over. Kidd tried to fire through the middle to Welsh. Good job there from McLeod just to eat that up on the wall. 1 second here. And that's gonna do it. See if anything comes of this. Linesman right there on scene. It was actually a really smart play by McLeod to hold on to that puck. And the Cougars are going to come away with a victory, but not without a fight here from the Rage as they clawed back into this one. But too little too late for the Harbour Rage squad, as the fans and parents like that effort from their boys in purple here. But that'll do it here for this High Button Sports live stream of the U15 Major Division. The Joneljim Cougars take a 6-5 W over the SANY Harbour Rage in a great back and forth match the whole time. Shots on goal after the final period, 29-23 in favor of the Cougars. So for High Button Sports, I'm Matt Dooley. We thank you very much for tuning in. We look forward to the next one that we broadcast for you. So have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your weekend. And Matt Dooley signing off.